A little bit of an earlier start. We'll see how it goes. Intro's going to be kind of long on this one. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Josh here with Josh's Lawn and Landscape. It's a little after, about 7:15, 7:20, so kind of an early start. So it's supposed to be a hot one today. I think the temperature without the heat index, I believe, is right around 100, 101-ish by the heat of the day. So trying to get a little bit earlier start. I took care of a few things at the house before I left. I was actually up about an hour ago. And I had a minor disagreement with the coffee maker this morning. Excuse me. So got a new coffee maker, and it's not quite tall enough for my mug to go under without kind of leaning at an angle. And so you probably know where this is going, but so I had it kind of leaned at an angle. It catches to where it'll stay laid at an angle because the top side catches the front edge of the coffee maker. So I leaned it up, put the thing in there, hit the button for it to brew the coffee, and turned around for a second to do something else there in the kitchen. And before it finished brewing, the cup stood back up, and the coffee run down the side of the cup onto the coffee maker and the little pad that it was sitting on. So I had to clean that up. But hey, one of them things. But I got that straightened out. Like I said, I'm on the road going down here. I've got 4 or 5 properties to do today, which is a church, a couple others, and we'll see how all that goes. So feels pretty good out there this morning. It's a little muggy. Humidity's pretty high, which is pretty normal as of late. So definitely, everybody, just want to say hope y'all are staying safe out in this heat, and drink plenty of fluids, as y'all know. Take plenty of breaks. Just we'll make it through the days. So well wishes for everybody out there that's dealing with this stuff. And so on another quick note, I'm going to do a separate video about it, but I just wasn't feeling it yesterday evening. So Thursday, I went a day early to my Friday properties because we decided we were going to go out to eat last night, family, me and my wife and her girls. And so while I was cutting the properties Thursday evening, I noticed some grease on one of the caster wheels, which is the opposite one from the one that I did the video where I replaced the seal and the one bearing. Well, it turns out, checking for traffic, turns out the opposite one, and let's see, I think that one was the outside. The other one, I believe, was the inside of the caster, but regardless, did the same thing. So I don't know if it's bearing failure or what it is. I took it apart, cleaned it up. Same thing, the bearing just came apart. So I replaced the bearing, replaced the seal. I packed the bearing with grease, and I put some grease down inside of the inner center part of the wheel. And then I packed the bearing before I put it back in there, and also put a little grease in through the Zerk on the wheel once I got it back on there. And I also, y'all check this, I've seen a lot of stuff about it on Facebook, but y'all make sure and check on those, especially, well, at least on the B rides. the caster wheel housing, where the fork mounts to the frame, pop those caps off and make sure that they put some grease in them things, and put enough grease in them. One of mine looked like it didn't have any grease in it, and the other one looked like that maybe they had packed the bearing a little bit and that was it. So I took some grease and kind of packed down in each one of those and put the caps back on. So something else for y'all to check on those. So and I got that done, got it back together, so I would have it available today. I got the Z's on the trailer. I do have it up for sale. We'll just see how that goes. I had somebody asking about it the other day, but they, well, I've actually had two people ask about it, and one just didn't want to spend quite what I was asking for it, which I haven't had any counter offers made, but one didn't want to spend quite that much on what would be a backup mower, because they've only got one or two properties they would use it on, which I understand, not a problem at all. And then another one was actually a family member of mine that was looking for a new mower, and so they were asking about it, and they wanted to know the year, model, and engine and all this kind of stuff, and if I had any problems with it. And I said, well, no. I told them what year it was and all of that, and they just didn't want to spend quite that much for a machine that had that much use. So, well, let me know what y'all think about the mower itself. Y'all seen the Z operate. It's got 1,650, a little over 1,650 hours on it, 50-hour oil changes, 100-hour services include the spark plugs, fuel filter, and the air filter in most cases. Well, outer air filter in every case. And it gets kind of blown out on occasion in between. The inner filter's been changed a few times. So I just put that brand new deck. The deck only has 150 hours on it, and the spindles were replaced about 350 hours ago. So a lot of fairly new stuff on it. The deck shell, I think, video I did about it, the deck shell was $2,400. So I kind of added, I guess, a little to the price of what I thought the mower was worth, probably, had I just still had the original deck on it. I do have the original deck that could be patched again in one place, and that'll go with it. And I've got 2 of the 3 original spindles that weren't having any issues when the first one went out, but being as they had right at 1,300 hours on them when the first one messed up, I just went on ahead and replaced all 3 of them. But I do have the 2 old ones. So, and I have a spare, slightly used deck belt, which was on it when I changed the shell and moved all the parts over. I went on ahead and put a new deck belt on it. So, have a spare belt. The old deck is go with it, and 2 old spindles that at the current time they were changed. We're not having any issues. So, a few extra parts to go with it. So I got it listed for around 5. Y'all let me know what y'all think, if y'all think that might be a fair price, all things considered. And I would trust that mower as much as I would the SCAG, and the SCAG has 139 hours on it. So racking up the hours on it and getting stuff done. So y'all let me know y'all's thoughts on the if y'all have had issues with the caster wheel bearings on the SCAG, those of you who have them, and what y'all think about the Z. I'm looking into, well, I need to, and I've gone back and forth with it, but basically I need to get a bigger mower. I need to get something that's 60-inch or 61-inch cut, with some more, a little more horsepower than the 23.5 Kawasaki that's on the Z now. It gets it done, but you know, the way things have been, especially this year in a lot of cases in this area with bi-weekly Bahia, it just would help to have that extra horsepower and be able to cover more ground with the mower. So, been a long enough intro. I think I'm approaching 10 minutes, so y'all have heard me talk enough. I'm gonna try to get out here maybe and get some mowing done, and maybe get y'all a little bit of footage. So, stick around. All right, y'all. So I got you a little real-time and time-lapse footage there, so hopefully y'all enjoyed it. SCAG knocking it out. I got the mowing done. You can see a few stripes up in there. Taking me a little water break. And I just got to get this one trimmed out and then blow off the sidewalks and stuff. And it's right at 9 o'clock, which is actually good because I'm done mowing this one, and that's normally when I start. So off to a good start this morning. So that's what's going on. Just kind of wanted to throw a little bit in here after the mowing footage, and hopefully I'll get some more. So I'll finish my water and get back to it. Before, that's after. Y'all, real quick, I just finished up the last property of the day. Just going to kind of show you the result, and I'll show you an area, basically what 75% of the yard looked like, and then kind of show you the results. So real quick, do that, and then when I get back in the truck and some air conditioning, I'll wrap this one up. So here we go. So I did this area here. All of this roadside stuff pretty much look like that right there, all the way down to the back of the trailer. The sidewalk was overgrown, got it edged up and cleaned off. So this was kind of a one-time cleanup. They got a renter that's moving in here, so it just goes to this little driveway right here. One little pass down the side. This nice new fence up. And here's the back. This stuff back here looked a lot like that out there by the road. From the front corner of the shed here, everything looked like that stuff right over there. All of this. All the way around to about where those landscaping blocks are. All of this right here basically look like this stuff, kind of right here. So thunder. All right, we need some rain. So that's pretty much it. Like I say, that's the last one for today. As you can tell, the dust is catching up with me. So maybe I'll get a shower on the way home. But on the truck, I'll wrap it up in there. All right, y'all. Well, back in the truck. It's getting a little gloomy looking over this way. Maybe we're gonna get some rain. Hopefully we'll get some, much needed. I heard a little thunder earlier, pretty heavy clouds. So I got my fingers crossed for some rain. Hopefully all of y'all that's been dealing with this heat has gotten a little bit or got some coming, hopefully. So boy, tired today. So really got a little bit of mowing footage. I think probably 4 or 5 minutes worth real time and time lapse in that one property. Just kind of had to keep plugging along, and didn't get to filming much of anything else on 2 other properties I went to. But man, this heat was just tough today. I think it's 90, it says 98 or 99 when I left that property a while ago. So I went by the gas station, got me a cold drink. The stuff in the cooler was getting to where it was just cool. I did drink me a drink out of the cooler before I got the cold drink from the gas station. So still grinding, y'all. So got some changes hopefully coming for next year. We'll see how all that stuff goes. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I've been informing all of my customers that there will more than likely be a pricing change for a number of them. Letting everybody know the same thing. I'm just trying to get a more consistent pricing strategy, so that no matter the job, as far as your basic mow, trim, edge, blow, it'll be evenly priced. There'll be some add-ons or add-ins to that for certain properties. If there's an excess amount of trimming, might be say a slight upcharge for that, versus say a bigger open property where basically all I got to do is go trim around the house and that's about it. So but just letting them know that I'm not trying to double everybody's price or get ridiculous with anything. How do y'all price y'all's jobs? Y'all do it? I've talked with 1 or 2 people about this, but I want to get some feedback from the viewers. You're doing lawn care and stuff. How do you price yours by the acre? Do you price it by the hour? And minimum. I have a $60 minimum. I do know that. That's my minimum price. So yeah, what are y'all's like rates? I think most of what I've seen is between anywhere from $60 to $100 an hour or per acre, kind of in that range. Y'all let me know if that's accurate. I think I'm about to get into some rain, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Just want to say thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, y'all be safe, be kind, be blessed. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.